Jay here, Stretford Paddock. This is the Paper Talk. As you can see, I'm outside the Optus Stadium in Perth. We're leaving today, and what would you know? It's sunny. For the first time, it seems like on this entire trip, the sun is shining, and we're going to be heading back to Manchester, where they've just had a heat wave, and from what I gather, it's going to be raining when we arrive. Can't complain too much, though, can I? Do you know what I mean? Come on, let's have it right. Anyway, let's get into the news. Yesterday, as you all know, we drew 2-2 with Aston Villa. It's almost like history repeating itself, a 2-0 lead thrown away. Erik ten Hag, as you would expect, not happy about it. He spoke after the game and he said, the drop of focus is unacceptable. That cannot happen. We have to learn from the second half that it is not possible just to be comfortable being 2 goals up. I've seen a lot of progress in the last 2 weeks. In the first half, I saw really good football. The guys might have been tired, but it is never an excuse. One thing we know about Erik ten Hag is he does have these standards. He isn't going to be okay with throwing away a 2-goal lead. I know no manager would be, but you expect him. He has got this reputation from being a bit of a taskmaster even, and you can see from his reaction that he's not happy with that at all. And I'd want to see him sort of giving that reaction. I'd want to see him talking to the players about it and reading them the right app, because, okay, it is a friendly, but we need to sort of get the momentum going, keep the momentum going, and set these standards under this new manager that we're not just going to throw away goal leads, whether it's in a friendly or in a competitive game or whatever. It matters, not, massively, but it does matter. So I'm glad he's sort of saying these things, because they make a lot of sense and it's what you want to hear from the manager. And he'll have been frustrated, because it would have been good to have a 100% record in pre-season. It has been a real positive tour so far. We've seen the likes of Antony doing really well, Marcus Rashford, Jadon Sancho, Bruno Fernandes, Harry Maguire, who's silenced the boo boys. I don't know what was going on there in Melbourne, to be honest with you, with those booing. There was booing and cheering for him. It just felt a little bit like a pantomime. But he's silenced a lot of his critics. I know it's pre-season. You've got to do more than just turn up in friendlies to win fans over who may have, be a bit upset with you or whatever. And I know the real test comes when we kick off the season against Brighton. But so far, it's been so good. So it was a little bit frustrating to throw away that lead and see Steven Gerrard celebrating at the end. I never want to see that. Going on to sort of transfer news now. It looks like there could be a little bit of a mini overhaul, if you can call it that, taking place at Old Trafford very, very soon. One player that's been linked with an exit is Brandon Williams. Listen, we know that Brandon Williams is a player who's come through the academy. He did well at Norwich last season. I think, if memory serves, was he around sort of 3rd in their Player of the Year award? So he's had a good spell of it. But it looks like Manchester United could be set to cash in on him, because he has been linked with a move to Brighton. Their left back, I think, is it Cucurella, could be heading out. City are interested in him, and it looks like Brandon Williams could be someone brought in to replace him. The deal there being touted is around 15 million quid. Now, I've seen this reported in a few places. I think it was Steve Bates from the Sunday People, I think the Star have had it as well, who was reporting this. So we'll have to wait and see. Graham Potter, apparently a bit of a fan of Brandon Williams. I like Brandon Williams. I think he's a good player. I like his attitude. I like the fact that he's, sort of willing to get stuck in. I know it's a bit basic, but you like to see that in a player. Does he have the quality to make it Manchester United? Who knows? I would have liked to have seen him personally being given a chance this season, or maybe another loan move, but it looks like it could be a permanent deal there, and his time at Manchester United is coming to an end. It's always a little bit sad to see players who've come through the academy, who've had a taste of the first team, not quite make it. But we'll see what happens with Brandon Williams. And if he does go to Brighton, I, for one, will wish him well. Just on the Cristiano Ronaldo front as well, we've had a bit of an update on there. The Manchester Evening News saying United will seek clarification from Ronaldo on when he intends to return to pre-season training. Yeah, a bit vague at the minute and to what the current situation is there. There were reports as well that Atletico Madrid are keen to bring him in. They want to bring in Cristiano Ronaldo, and that United are looking at that as maybe a loan deal. Again, this has come from, I think, Steve Bates saying United are ready to let Cristiano Ronaldo leave this summer, but only on a loan. In return, United want him to trigger his 1-year option clause in his contract so he can return to the club next summer. We've also had Duncan Castles who's saying that Cristiano Ronaldo has been impressed by Diego Simeone's work at Atletico Madrid, so he seems pretty keen on that. The Sunday Mirror going on to say that United are, again, we're sort of saying what I've already mentioned, United are ready to let Cristiano Ronaldo leave this summer, but only on loan. That seems a little bit of a left field move, because he's going to come back as a 38-year-old who's just spent a year out of the Premier League. Now you're going to say come back. I don't know. It seems very confusing. We'll have to wait and see what happens on that front, though. But Atletico Madrid, according to the Sunday Times, looking to get rid of Antoine Griezmann as part of the attempt to take Cristiano Ronaldo to Madrid. So there could be something happening there. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Maybe if Atletico can move on Griezmann, that'll free up the funds they need for Cristiano Ronaldo. Maybe Manchester United are going to say, okay, you can go out on loan. That gives us the option of bringing you back if you trigger that clause. We also know that Antony Martial's had a good pre-season. I don't know if you can go, that's it now, we can rely on him. Either way, I think you still need a striker. I don't think you can let Cristiano Ronaldo go. I don't even think you can keep Cristiano Ronaldo and just rely on him and Martial. I think you need someone else coming in. Maybe that is Antony, but he's not a striker, is he? He's a winger, or an inverted winger. He's not an out-and-out number 9. I still feel we need a number 9. Charlie Manil's not there yet. I think he will be in a few years, maybe even a year or whatever. But yeah, we need to find someone or buy someone or bring someone in my opinion, for what it's worth. But we'll wait and see what happens on that front as well. But it looks like there's a bit of a merry-go-round going on there. In terms of outgoings as well, Eric Bailly has been attracting interest from Roma. This was in the Mail on Sunday. So he might be heading out there, and it looks like Wan-Bissaka could be another player that's on the move as well. And according to reports, I've seen this in the Manchester Evening News and elsewhere, Manchester United are looking at Denzel Dumfries from Inter, and if they want to get him, then it could mean that you have to move on the likes of Wan-Bissaka, maybe Eric Bailly as well. But certainly Wan-Bissaka is one that's being touted as being moved on to bring in Dumfries. Diogo Dalot has played a lot of right back this campaign. He's done really well, this sort of pre-season tour, I should say. And he's done really well. So maybe he's convinced the manager that he could do a job there. He seems to be very much an Eric Ten Hag type fullback, doesn't he, Diogo Dalot? Getting forward, joining in the attack, that's what he likes to see. I think he's been one of the better players in this pre-season. So we'll wait and see. The trouble is, with players like Martial, with Dalot, they've had a good pre-season, but the real test is the season, isn't it? It's when we start playing in the Premier League. Can they have the consistency that you need, that you can rely upon in those tough games? We'll have to wait and see. I like both those players, but we're all coming off, the team's coming off a season where it didn't work out. Martial's loan to Sevilla didn't work out. Dalot had some good spells in the team, some spells that weren't so great. So we'll wait and see anyway, but hopefully we can get that sorted, whether that's bringing someone in or Dalot being our right back, whatever, the Ten Hag thinks is the best option. Apparently we're in for Benjamin Pavard. He's on Manchester United's recruitment list. Always a vague sort of description, that, innit? He's on our recruitment list. I always think of David Brooks when I think of that, because remember when we had that story about David Brooks is being monitored by United, and it turns out it was just a long list of players we've got, and he's one of them. And this might be the case. This is the French lad from Bayern Munich. 26 years old, valued at around £30 million. Plays at right back, can play at centre back. Maybe it seems a little bit doubtful to me. I mean, I know we are in for players, and yes, I've just mentioned the fact we need someone at right back, possibly. Pavard is a good player, plays for France, obviously Bayern Munich, big club. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see on that one. We'll keep you posted, as always. Valencia goalkeeper, Georgi Mamadashvili. Yeah, is that right? Get involved in the comments, let me know. Probably butchered that one. Has revealed that he's seen the links of a transfer to Manchester United. I think this was in the Mirror, it might have been. This is a sort of list of stories, and this is one of them. And he's sort of being touted as a possible target for Manchester United to come in and being understudy to David De Gea. Some people questioning David De Gea, though, on this tour. Some people saying he's not been dealing with crosses very well. Listen, David De Gea had a decent season last season. We know there's always been a bit of a question mark about him dealing with crosses. The debate is whether it's you take that because he's so good at shot stopping. But I think if anyone does come in, it's going to be as an understudy to David De Gea. I don't think they're going to come in and take his place. Anyway, the 21-year-old Georgian says, "I see it, but now the first thing is Valencia. Then we'll see. It's very important for me to be happy, and I'm happy. I like the team. I like the city. I like that. I'm happy." Another outgoing. When we were talking about outgoings earlier, weren't we? Yeah. Is Hannibal. He's set for a championship loan, according to the Mirror. Birmingham, West Brom, Middlesbrough and Millwall are interested. Listen to me, right? Millwall have this reputation. I think Hannibal Mejbri can go to Millwall and teach them about violence. Yeah? That kid loves getting stuck in, doesn't he? Yeah, he could be on for a loan move, which makes sense to me. Good player, got bags of talent. Does he need to temper it a little bit? Maybe, but I like that too. I like a bit of that Gallic edge that you get. No, he's not Gallic, he's Tunisian, but you know what I mean. But yeah, he's been linked with a move to a host of championship clubs on loan. Definitely want to see a loan move for him. Don't want to see him going on a permanent deal because he's a very good young player. The update on Antony. there was these noises coming out of Ajax that they weren't looking to sell him, that they were sort of playing hardball a little bit. There was a £68 million sort of transfer tag that was put on him. The latest reports, I think something in this Daily Star, is that Ajax are sort of digging their heels in a little bit and they may not even be willing to sell him even if United max that offer. I think this is going to go on a little bit longer. I feel from the amount of talk we've had around this and the fact that Erik ten Hag obviously knows and wants him. We've had Martinez. Does that mean they're going to close the door on more transfers? I'm not so sure. I think Ajax are a selling club. They've sold a host of players in the summers before, and this might be no different. We definitely need another attacker. Erik ten Hag knows him. He wants him. A deal is there to be made, so we'll keep you posted. But it looks like Antony, it could drag on a little bit. It's not going to be open and shut, this. Ajax saying maybe not for sale. United still interested. We'll wait and see. Dion, round up with a Frankie Dion update, and the update is there's no update. You know the dance by now. He's still at Barcelona, obviously. He's on tour with them. He's been playing at centre-back, hasn't he? United want him. Barcelona have accepted the bid, or terms have been agreed in terms of the bid. I think the wages are okay as well. It's just this £17 million elephant in the room. They owe him £17 million in deferred wages. He obviously wants that. He's not going to walk away from it. If he comes to Manchester United, he will be walking away from it. United aren't going to pay that. I don't think legally we can, from what I've heard. So it's just becoming a bit of a saga. We'll have to wait and see if anything does happen with Frankie de Jong. But it looks like a few players could be heading out the exit door of Manchester United. Looks like Hannibal, looks like Wan-Bissaka, possibly Cristiano Ronaldo as well. Could be a little bit of an overhaul there at Manchester United. And as always, we'll keep you posted when anything does happen. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. We're going to be continuing the tour. We're going to be in Norway next. So it's all happening. We've got you covered. Don't forget as well to check out all the other videos we've done on this tour and elsewhere as well. We've got loads of good interviews up with Andy Mitton, Jamie Jackson, Rob Dawson, Laurie Whitwell, all that good stuff as well. Plus all your podcasts and your updates. So make sure you are hitting that subscribe button. This is the last video we're going to be doing from Perth. Loved it here, loved it in Australia, loved it in Thailand. The response we've had from the fans has been amazing. It's been good as well to see Manchester United, to get a bit up close and personal, get in Erik ten Hag's press conference, speak to some of the players after the matches as well. It's been a really good tour so far and I've enjoyed it, despite the draw. Hello, someone waving hello there. We'll give him a little wave. Despite the draw last night, it's not all doom and gloom, is it? It's quite sunny. Anyway, I've been Jay Motti. Thanks for watching.